So this is Randy and Robert, Fresh Chile Company. Robert is the general manager here, and what you may not know is a lot of the recipes, especially the 575 recipes, came right out of between his ears, and he's got an amazing taste palette. But we are releasing today a new product we're calling it 575 Taste of Autumn, Taste of Fall, right?
Yes.
And the reason it's Taste of Fall is because the only time we can make it is a few weeks in the fall.
In the fall, with the red chili.
It's got to be red, which means a ripe green chili. It's got to be from Hatch, and it's got to be fresh because you're roasting it.
And we are roasting it, yes.
Yeah. So this is a really special product. Like a lot of our stuff, we can only make it a short time. So I'm going to shut up and ask Robert a few things about it. So tell us kind of what inspired you to make this, and how it came about, and then what it is.
Sure, Andy. Everybody knows the traditional sun-dried roasted. They do toast it at times to make it, but it's left out on the rooftops. It's left out in the field. It's
the dried
red pods.
Yeah.
That don't get it until after it's frozen.
Right.
And then it's dried up, and then they pick it. You have to boil it. You have to reconstitute it. You have to grind it down once you have reconstituted it, and it's a lot of work. But that's traditional. That's the way everybody's grandparents did it,
right,
here in New Mexico.
Because they couldn't keep it fresh any other way.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was their way of preserving stuff.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I had a young lady hand me a bag of roasted red chili out of her freezer. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, over the course of time, I started making red enchilada sauce out of it, just basically running it through the blender and added some seasonings to it, and that was my enchilada sauce.
Cool.
Fast forward some time, Randy here and Carol are doing what they call fresh red. My mind was, it's fresh red. It's fresh out of the field. I just assumed it was roasted, tasted it, great. Got to work here and realized this isn't even what I do. This is a completely different process.
We don't roast it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fresh boiled, then run through the blender.
Right.
Started going, okay, maybe I can work something out. And we did 2 years ago, I think we actually did one of these tests.
Test batch.
And of course we didn't put any seasoning in it. You just tasted it. Yeah, you could taste it, but it just wasn't anything over and above what the fresh red was. This year, actually, when I say this year, it was January of this year, we went into the kitchen and I said, okay guys, get some of that roasted red stuff that we have in there, and we went to work on it.
Cool.
We had some seasoning put into it. We did a couple of variations.
What are the seasonings?
The seasonings, you'd have to ask the jar says.
You made it.
I know, but I'd like to read it because it's in order. We use that vegan chicken base. Now, a lot of recipes all over the world call for a chicken stock or chicken bouillon or whatnot. We have a special company that makes it in a vegan style. And let me tell you, unless you're really good, you can't tell the difference.
It's wonderful.
Between regular vegan chicken stock and regular chicken bouillon.
Yeah. So vegetarians can eat this.
Vegetarians, absolutely. We use that in this.
Right.
Of course, we use the onion, the garlic. We use a little bit of Mexican oregano. Let me tell you, there's a big difference between Greek oregano and Mexican oregano.
Huh.
They're actually not even the same family.
Really?
But Mexican oregano is better for us. We do use the comino or the cumin, a little bit of salt, and we've got a gal there in the kitchen that kind of makes sure we always put black pepper in it because she says it is the original allspice.
Black pepper.
But black pepper.
I can see the black pepper.
You could sit there and say that is, but I can tell you also, Andy,
roast.
that's the roasted chili that
roasted skin.
Our roasters do.
Yep.
And one of the things that when we did do it, we tried to use some other roasted chili from some other places.
Yep.
It didn't taste like this. It just didn't have that roasted flavor, which is why we do it only back here.
Do it ourselves.
We do it ourselves.
Yeah. A lot of times people say it's roasted and it's really steamed.
Yes, absolutely. They'll
and
pass it over a flame to call it roasted, but they do mostly a steam. Why? Because
skin off.
they get a heck of a lot more production out of their chili. They don't have near as much waste that we lose occasionally in the roasting process.
So how would you use this?
When the kitchen brought me this last,
Besides drinking it, I tasted it the other day. I just wanted to drink the jar.
It does drink
It
just
is
pretty
so
good.
good.
When the kitchen brought me a jar of it Friday, unexpectedly, we weren't going to put it into production until this week, but they brought it to me last Friday. I ran home and immediately made enchiladas. Straight out of the jar. Did the tortillas, put the sauce on it, put the cheese, the onions, stacked it up, finished it off in the microwave to get the cheese melted real quick because I was hungry, and threw some cooked on egg and scarfed it. It is one of those products that's just right out of the jar.
It's ready to go.
You could thin it out a little bit with some more beef stock or chicken stock to make pozole. You can boil your beef in it. You could do chicken, grilled chicken with this as a finishing sauce.
Like all of our products.
It's got a
Whatever you want to put it
world
on,
of
a
things.
chip.
Yeah, your imagination is what limits this only.
In a soup,
Yes, absolutely.
pozole, you could use our fresh red, you could use whatever. Well, I think we better,
Are we gonna?
I think
we're
we
gonna
better
christen this
partake.
jar.
Yeah. Better open this up. We're putting this on the website in about a half an hour. And
Like I said, it just looks like a
It's
good red sauce.
look how thick it is. It sticks on the chip because it's thick.
Well, you can smell the seasoning in it, can't you?
Man,
I'm gonna partake as well.
wow, it's good, Robert.
It turned out really good, I think.
Yeah.
And it does fit a niche.
Yeah, it does.
Right between our traditional sun-dried that we offer and your fresh chili that started this organization in the first place.
Yeah. It's got that roasted flavor. Got the cumin, a little oregano. Yeah, it's really
Yes.
good. Well, if you like the regular 575 red sauce and you like the 575 green sauce, this is the 575 Taste of Fall. And
And it is a roasted red chili
roasted red
sauce.
chili sauce. Be great as an enchilada. Might try that tonight.
I highly recommend it.
Way to go. Another great product Robert, the kitchen came up with. We're really proud of it. You're going to love it.
It was fun.
Yeah. Eat more chili. Make sure it says 575 on it because that's the area code for Hatch, New Mexico. It is not 505, right?
That is correct.
That's right.
Thank you, guys.